not too late to stop this. Come on! I know you!
The Mark you knew is dead. Time for you to join him.
That's it!
Nailed it! Nailed it!
Yes, yes!
Nailed it!
Impressive!
Here you go! Here you go!
You know, I really thought we were cool now.
Here you go!
There.
Hell yeah!
They're mine. We can enjoy this. Hey there. I got this. Roll out the Rex carpet. Watch it. Surprise! Incoming! Surprise! Hey there. Got something for you. Eat it, Jerkwad.
You're done for!
Hands up. Knockdown. Wait up. Hey there.
Good one.
Roll out the Rex carpet. Wait up.
Nailed it! Nailed it!
Mine.
Heroic! Here you go!
Fistbreaker. Seriously? Surprise! Surprise! Let's hear your back crack.
I'm ending this! Incoming!
Let's do this. I thought you liked Earth again. Impressive. Listen to me. Hey now.
At least you finally shut up.
Don't start with me. You know exactly what I'm capable of.
Oh, you've shared too much with me. I know your weaknesses. That.
Tag, you're it. Outstanding. Hard knockdown. Come on.
Get to safety.
Breaker.
Going up. Take this.
My turn. Got something for you. Eat it, Jerkwad.
Need a hand? That's it. Take this.
Careful. Careful. Hands up.
Need a hand?
Hey there. Not a stress. Tag, you're it.
Oh, you've had this coming since Teen Team.
They were weak. I will not be.
Watch yourself!
Need a hand?
Useless.
Here we go!
Take this!
You're a little obsessive, you know that? Hands up! Hands up! I should never have teamed up with you. We need to talk. Stop being such a douchebag. They have those here, right? Great. Come on. Nice try. Hey there. Impressive. Nice try. Dodge, sucker. Sorry! But if I know you, you're still satisfied. Player one wins.
Don't start with me. You know exactly what I'm capable of.
Oh, you've shared too much with me. I know your weaknesses.
Going up!
Leave me.
Take this!
Surprise! Ground punch! Hey there! Dodge, sucker! Impressive! Oh, fist breaker! Watch it! Impressive! Rude! Impressive! Hey there! Roll out the Rex carpet! Careful! Watch yourself!
Move.
Surprise! 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 Impressive!
You're done for.
Breaker! Dodge, sucker! Hold ya! You know, I really thought we were cool now. Hell yeah! Impressive!
Remain strong, small one.
Careful!
Useless.
Impressive! Roll out the Rex carpet!
My turn now.
Need a hand? Take this!
Great! No worries. Roll out the Rex carpet!
Get to safety.
You're down! Listen to me! Impressive! Oh, shit.
Prove you're worthy of my acknowledgement.
for the big finale! Read fast, dickhead! Wow! So embarrassing for you!
Player 1 wins. Get ready.
I could turn the air you breathe into lead.
Good thing I can hold my breath for weeks.
Fight.
Watch your head!
Breaker.
Take this! Worthless! I'll heal. Take this!
Accurate! Roll out the Rex carpet!
Need a hand? Back off!
I'm here.
With pleasure! Come here! Come here!
Fist breaker.
Got you covered.
Outstanding.
Get some time! Stay down!
Great.
Rise!
Come here! Predictable! Predictable! Come here! Need a bleed? This is over!
Let's do this. Time for a lesson. I'm not even trying yet.
Coming in hot! This is gonna hurt! Not done yet! Last one!
They're mine! I'll make you regret this!
Fight.
Come here! Come here!
I got you!
Breaker.
Come here! Come here!
Fist breaker.
Come on now! Take this!
Impressive.
Let's do this.
This!
Watch your head!
Fist breaker.
Take this!
Accurate! Roll out the Rex carpet!
Die!
Fight. Fist breaker.
Hands up!
Stand aside!
Whoa.
Nighty night!
This is gonna hurt!
You scream!
This is gonna hurt! Not done yet! Last one!
Outstanding.
Time for the big finale! Read fast, dickhead!
Allow me to redefine pain for you!
Fight.
Come here! went down pretty easy for someone so confident.
Player 1 wins.
I could turn the air you breathe into lead.
Good thing I can hold my breath for weeks.
Watch your head.
Outstanding. That's right. Great.
Your duck actually hurt.
Fist breaker.
Surprise! Ground punch!
Stand aside!
Breaker.
Surprise! Dodge, sucker! Hold ya!
Don't worry me.
Outstanding.
My turn now.
Fist breaker. Whoa. Hard knockdown.
Here, time for a lesson. I'm not even trying yet.
I'll join you. Ready to bleed? This is over.
Okay, now I'm seriously mad.
Ready to bleed? Come here. Come here. Bleed. Come here.
Fist breaker.
Come here.
Surprise! Hey there!
Got your back.
Hey there!
Got your back.
Wait up! Hey there!
Need a hand?
I never liked you.
Breaker. Impressive.
Not a scratch.
Eve, snap out of it. Come on.
I have ended you!
This is gonna hurt. Not done yet. Last one.
Great.
Stay down.
Fist breaker. Whoa.
Stop! I've never been so disappointed in someone.
Player 1 wins.
Like, how does a
I
man
will be
master
number
himself?
one in the world.
And what is the purpose of my existence? And what is the reality of nature itself? What is nature? What is my nature? This all started in Athens, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it really explodes during about 450 BC. There's this classical Athenian period that's framed by two wars. You've got the Persian Wars, and then you've got the Peloponnesian Wars. The Persian Wars is actually the first Persian Wars, where like Leonidas is standing.
This is the Sparta Thermopylae.
Yeah. This is
No.
Thermopylae. Yeah, the stand of that Thermopylae. That's the Persian War,
300.
where the Greeks repel the Persians, and then that causes this explosion of Greek identity and thought and imagination and philosophy, and there's so much. It's the birth of comedy itself happens right after that. The first stand-up comedies in the world are in Athens, in the theater of Athens in Greece, and it was such a separation from the ancient world that existed before that. It was the only time where you had these people who were not ruled over by a king. They're ruled over by politicians who are elected, or maybe they assassinate all their political rivals and they become elected. But they could. Everyone, you would announce when there would be a show. There'd be some, you'd go watch plays like all day long. Some of them would be an actual theatrical play. Some of them would be like a comedy stand-up thing. This was big in Alexandria. They would have comics like stand up and just rip on the Emperor of Rome, like all day long. And people get together and just say the most heinous jokes about the Emperor of Rome. And the word would get back to the Emperor, and he'd come down.
I've read the comics, so I know how it plays out.
Yeah, because of
I know how everything happens.
Yeah, but in Athens, you could stand out in the theater, and you could everybody would wear a mask and a robe, so you wouldn't quite know who is saying what, and so you could stand out there and you could make jokes criticizing your own politicians to their face as they're sitting in the crowd, and have the whole crowd erupt, and it's just this revolutionary way of thought in the ancient world that happens in Greece, and it spreads through there. So Alexandria is like the most powerful, wealthy culmination of all of that, where you have, it's going from just like naturalistic philosophy of what is nature itself, to categorizing philosophy, to coming up with different genres of study, and then they're organized, and then, it becomes like similar to a modern day university. And so Alexandria is like, if you can have a university on this scale where this many people are literate and this intelligent, the separation between your power and even like the intellectual and psychological effect that it has on your contemporary neighbors, like people who are outside of Egypt, the effect that it has on their perception of you is immense, right? Like they see you as an intellectual giant compared to them. So there's an intimidation
right before Homelander was, he was like, give me all the names of all the people who are going against us in the company, basically. And then she was like, yeah, no problem. And then she ran out of the room. She's like, oh, fuck. And then she went and took some of Homelander's serum B or whatever it is, and that's how it ended.
All the great temples that are in Egypt, if you go and look at all the great temples that are in Egypt, according to the ancient sources, like when Herodotus is visiting Egypt, whatever, the town, the city that exists around it, all the thousands of people who live in the cities, it's really no more grand than just a poor village. Like all the normal people are building houses leaning up against these solid walls of the temple. But in Alexandria, the average quality of life is so much higher, and everyone's apartment buildings are all made out of stone. Like there's this famous saying that in Rome, there's no single time in Roman history where a part of the city wasn't burning down, because all of the apartment buildings, even during the height, let's say during the period of the 5 good emperors, ends with Marcus Aurelius, Gladiator. That's the height of ancient Rome. A lot of people say, and it began with the Emperor Trajan. A lot of people say that the period of those 5 emperors is the happiest time in all of humanity. The empire was the most stable. Okay, even then, the vast majority of the architecture in Rome was made out of wood, and the buildings would constantly just burn down. And like it was so common that Augustus, Rome's first emperor, had to create the world's first fire brigade to be watching out for fires to go like put them out. Alexandria didn't have to deal with this because the whole city was made out of stone.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. All right, we're all trying to feel healthy, right? Drinking more water, getting the steps in, taking our vitamins. But here's what most people miss. You gotta look out for your liver, right? You're drinking every single day, probably. Okay? Drinking every single day, it's gonna decimate that liver of yours. And the liver affects everything. Your energy, digestion, skin, even your metabolism. It's time we show it some love. How are you gonna take care of your liver? Right here, Dose. Dose is gonna take care of you. That's where Dose comes in. It's clinically backed liver supplement, but not a pill. It's a 2-ounce daily shot. It tastes like fresh orange juice, 0 sugar, 0 junk, 0 calories. Your liver handles 500 plus functions a day. It's your body's filter, and when it's overworked, you feel sluggish, tired, and off. Dose helps cleanse your liver, support daily function, and can reduce midday crashes, boost metabolism, and improve your digestion. Plus, it's backed by 2 double-blind, placebo-controlled studies showing real results.
No, it looks like some drink called Dose or something like that. Dose Daily.
Dose, D-O-S-E, daily.co/flagrant, or enter flagrant to get 35% off your first subscription. Your body does so much for you. Let's do something for it. That's DOSEDAILY.co/flagrant for 35% off your first month subscription.
And BioBite. Up to $800.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that. Yeah.
Plasma, get paid for each donation the same day, then treat yourself.
That's
and
real.
your friends. Schedule your appointment today.
Yeah.
Tax season used to steadily live at the very bottom of my chore list. This year, I feel confident my taxes are done right because I use the TurboTax.
Subscription. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, let's take a break for a second.
Oh yeah.
Boners.
That's why I hardly ever play with them.
Spring coming, summer coming. You gotta deliver in these months. There's no, cold weather excuse. You gotta be there. Stand it up. Stand it up. Fill it out. You need to reorganize in there. And True Gold is gonna help you do that. They got the gold pack. It's different now. It's operating in 15 minutes or less. There's nothing else on the market like it. You want it ready to go in 15 minutes or less? That's nothing. That's foreplay. That's a conversation. That's a long bathroom break. That's whatever you need to get to that point where you can deliver. Okay? They got the ingredients I can tell you about for arousal and connection and all these other words that none of us even know what it means. 15 minutes or less, Blue Chew Gold. Simple as that. BlueChew.com. That's where you need to go. Okay? We got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free. Promo code FLAGRANT. Promo code FLAGRANT. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. All right, before we get back with Luke, are y'all watching the March Madness at all?
Absolutely.
Yep. Who you got?
I guessed it last year. Let the record show.
You did not guess shit.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I said who would win. I said Florida.
Yeah, you know it's a sin to lie, right?
We can pull up the tapes. If only I said this on a recorded platform. If only I said this way you guessed.
You did not guess it.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
It was the championship game. And I
Oh,
thought
you
Florida.
guessed it at the end.
Who cares? Why does it matter when you guess?
Well, because there's a 50% chance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Heaven forbid I have a little bit of sauce going on my side. You guys don't want me to win any money or to succeed in any way.
Get out of here.
UCF. Where's UCF at, Miles? Said in Florida. Go Knights.
Nah, they're not in that shit.
Nah, they were.
Kansas.
You think Kansas got it?
Kansas.
I don't even think Kansas is in it anymore. You know who I think got it, bro?
If you just say Arizona, I'm gonna just grab that chopstick after.
I think Arizona got it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So what makes you think that?
I don't know. It's more of a gut. Like, I just have a gut instinct that's telling me Arizona got it.
Really?
What do you think?
Yep. Kansas.
You think Kansas has got it?
Kansas.
Okay.
If we scroll down a little
Back
more,
draw?
it looks like Kalshi's saying Arizona, Michigan, Duke, Houston, Purdue, Illinois, UConn.
Okay. So, not
St.
even-
John's, isn't that a New York team?
Yeah, St. John's is in there.
Well, I mean, you're not going to show them any love at all?
No, I think Arizona got it.
No, that's what I meant by Kansas. I meant St. John's.
You meant Arkansas.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
So you guys lost.
What does Cauchy have? Hold on. What does Cauchy have St. John's at?
3%.
All right, let me. I mean, I kind of got to rock.
Delusional New York.
Yeah, I got to rock with
It
St.
should
John's.
be 0%, but you guys are mentally ill enough to be like, no, we got it.
No, I got to rock with St. John's.
Where's Florida?
Well, let's go down.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere in there.
I don't even know if you
Show
guys
us
got
where
a
Florida
team in
is.
the whole state.
Where's Florida?
Florida lost to Iowa by 1 point.
See?
Like,
By a point?
Sucker.
Where's Iowa at?
Sucker.
Sucker. My ball. That ball was
Iowa's
perfect.
less than 1% chance.
Nah.
I mean, they were the favorites when they played UCF, right? Is that what you meant? Where's UCF at?
Mark don't know shit about basketball.
I do.
Yo.
I know stuff. Bam Adebayo, 83 points.
Oh.
You should go for St. John, you Catholic.
Is that a Catholic school?
Yeah, dude.
Saint.
Do you know who St. John was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Who?
St. John, he's an apostle. He wrote one of the Gospels.
That's a different one.
No. The saint of... You don't even know.
Little
your
John?
shit.
I don't know what I was talking about. Look, St. John's pulling it off. I don't care if Cauchy has him at 3%. New York, it's down to 2%.
You need Luke Havard.
The second we started talking about it, went down a percent.
You need him to go discover the trophies for St. John's. They're lost. Anyway.
You bailed Alex out?
Thank you.
I bailed Alex out? My guy. No good deed, bro. No good deed. My guy.
I'm doing the wrong one.
Are we being silly?
Oh, man. It's just so hard to joke.
St. John's got it, okay?
Oh, man. It's just so hard to make a joke.
John, good job. St. John's got it. All right, can we get back with Luke, bro? We got more.
Yes.
All right, let's get back with Luke. So, what was the demise of this amazing city?
So, well, one, it begins with Egypt losing their independence to the Roman Empire.
So the Romans come over,
Yeah.
and they recognize the greatness of Alexandria, and they're like, hey, you got to choose up or it's over for you.
Yeah, well, it kind of, the later Ptolemies, like, let's say Ptolemy 4. So you've got Ptolemy 1, 2, and 3. Those are the
This
three
is the
great
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and so Game of Thrones starts to begin, and these Ptolemies do not care about learning the ways of the old gods of Egypt. They only care about being rich Greek kings and princes, extrapolating the resources or extracting the resources from the local poor indigenous people. And, you know, it's like the British in Africa. It's the same sort of thing.
No, I've never played those. I put much time into them.
Professional certificate.
Start here to gain the skills for a new way of working.
Maybe draft a guy to help write the email. Or summarize a long document. A nice time saver. What if that small win was just a warm-up?
Discover what's possible when it stops just being a tool you use.
It starts being a professional collaborator.
Google experts will guide you at every step.
And teach the AI skills that employers are looking for. Enroll today.
Exactly, and so at the very end, Cleopatra is born, and she's the first Ptolemy since the earliest times who is in awe of what this ancient world was that she was born into.
And how is she so aware of it?
Well, it's probably just an intrinsic curiosity. There is a surviving record of her family going on like a family vacation through Egypt when she's just a little girl. And we know that one of the places that she would have been taken to was the Serapeum, where the giant like gold box sarcophagi are underground. You may have seen them. They're like only one of them could fit in this room. It's crazy. So they had these Apis bulls that they would worship, and they would supposedly bury them in these giant diorite granite boxes, whatever. It's just a marvel. And so her family would have been taken there, would have been taken to see the pyramids, and she definitely would have heard the indigenous Egyptian language being spoken. And, you know, it's kind of like one of those people who grow up in a disaffected household where they just innately know this isn't the way it has to be, and they change all of that.
So her act of rebellion.
Yeah.
into the history.
Exactly.
And who these people are. And then does she become, even though she's an outsider ethnically, does she become the embodiment of this whole time?
She does. Yeah. She's loved by the and she's pretty vicious. Like, she gets rid of her siblings and everything.
When they get rich, she kills them. Give us the Cleopatra. Are you guys familiar with the Cleopatra lore? Like, I know this name.
She's baddies.
Yeah. Well, all right, give us the whole.
That's contested.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm no Cleopatra expert because usually a Roman historian would be more of a Cleopatra expert because she's such a core figure of the Roman world. She's not really a core figure of the Egyptian world. Not in the same way that like a pure Egyptian pharaoh would have been 1,800 years before she was alive, right? But essentially, she's born into this long,
nice Oki.
300-year-long dynasty of Greek rulers ruling over the Egyptian people from Alexandria. So Alexandria has really greatly expanded. It's extremely wealthy. But
what's the makeup? Is it mainly Greeks or it's mainly?
That's a great question. Yeah, the city.
What does it look like?
The city of Alexandria was broken up into ethnic neighborhoods. So you had Greek people, you had Egyptians,
Spanish one.
you had a Jewish neighborhood. And
nice.
Like sub-Saharan Africans, but like small one. I forget exactly, but I know those are the big three: Greek, Egyptian, and like Semitic are living there. So Cleopatra is born at the very end of this dynasty, although nobody knows.
No, yeah, but I'm in the middle of a game.
But through hook or by crook, she essentially rises her way to power. She's in this situation where she has to she can't actually be pharaoh herself. She's got to politically, dynastically marry her 13-year-old brother. And it's probably just they're probably not actually having sex, whatever. But and he's 13 years old. He ends up suspiciously being drowned in this. I think it's an attack on this boat. It's something like that. But anyways, she becomes
her brother. So
yeah, exactly. So she becomes pharaoh of Egypt. But Egypt is in this very precarious situation now, where all of her incompetent grandfathers who let power slip away. Actually, one of the things that is the worst travesty of the slip of Alexandrian Ptolemaic rule was Ptolemy X. He had bankrupted Egypt's economy by wasting all of the money.
Oh, I pressed the button.
Down into Alexander's mausoleum. Alexander had this huge monument that set across the street from the library of Alexandria, and he had this huge monument. And you'd see the statue of Alexander, and then it was under the ground. And Alexander is buried in a solid gold sarcophagus, surrounded by the burials of all of the other Ptolemaic kings that are around him. And Ptolemy X goes in and pulls Alexander out of his coffin, puts him in a crystal or alabaster sarcophagus, melts down the gold, and he has to use that to pay off debt. Wow. And it's tragic.
It is symbolic though that Alexandria by the very end is getting destroyed, and the way that they're trying to pay for it is by destroying the town. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's a poetry.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So they put him in an alabaster sarcophagus. And then a few generations later, or a couple generations later, Ptolemy XII, who I believe is Cleopatra's father, is born. He dies away. Ptolemy XIII is Cleopatra's brother. They have to get married. He suspiciously dies by drowning in the river. All of a sudden, Cleopatra is alone in the palace, and she is the ruler. And so her political move from here to allow Egypt to not become swallowed up by the Mediterranean growing in wealth and rising up around Egypt is she really only has one move, because all of her incompetent grandfathers there is no Egyptian military anymore, not like unified strong military. There's no Ptolemaic military made out of Greeks living in Egypt. Now they're contracting soldiers from Rome. So they're paying soldiers from Rome. So all of a sudden, who really runs Egypt, Rome, right? So Cleopatra she sees that there's a civil war that's going on in Rome, and one of the things that she can do, and this is like a highly simplistic explanation, Roman historians don't attack me for this, but one of the things that she can do is pull Julius Caesar into Egypt, and so there's this fight, you know, who's going to essentially have the most control in Rome. And Julius Caesar is so popular and has such a great following that he
Tula's good precision
sway
hits.
the Roman people to move the capital of Rome itself from Rome down to Alexandria if he marries Cleopatra. And so essentially Julius Caesar has this like personality complex where, you know, he's conquered so much land. He's acquired such a vast amount of wealth. He goes on a vacation down the Nile with Cleopatra, and this is probably the first time in his life. He's always been treated like a king. He's never been treated like a god. Oof. The only god that Julius Caesar knows is Cleopatra, because Cleopatra is God to the Egyptian people, right?
Oh,
so all of a sudden,
I like that.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's being worshipped as not only am I this super rich warlord, I kind of like this idea of me being a god, you know? And so think about what that does to his personality. So he starts going back to Rome, and he's like, you know, if we had this capital down in Egypt, we can rebuild the economy of Egypt, and we have all of our food that all the Roman people already eat that comes from Egypt is ours. Why do we need to take it across the Mediterranean? Let's just move down there. So all the politicians in Rome are like, oh, we can't let this happen. Obviously, we can't let this happen. So they stabbed Julius Caesar to death. And, yeah, well, that, of course, is a lifetime of
also huge move, though. You don't want to move the whole capital down to Alexandria.
Yeah. So anyways, that
so
kind
what
of
does Cleopatra do with that?
I believe she's in Rome at the time, and she has to flee back to Egypt.
Does she live with Mark Antony after that?
I think Mark Antony, I don't know if he, no, Mark Antony, I think he's got it. I think he hangs around so he and Cleopatra would have made eyes at each other. They would have known each other. And there's this huge idea that maybe Julius Caesar and Cleopatra never actually loved each other, but this is a dynastic, like, this is a money move here. But if you can imagine, Julius Caesar is much older, Cleopatra is much younger, Mark Antony is much younger, they're all hanging out in the same rooms. Mark Antony and Cleopatra making eyes at each other, and they're like, well, you know, if this guy wasn't here, maybe, you know, you can tell the attraction may have been there. And by their behavior later on in life, you can tell that they actually loved each other. There's a real romance. But Mark Antony's got to stay behind in Rome. He and Augustus, long story short, they get together, they take out all of the guys who stabbed Julius Caesar in the back, literally. And then Mark Antony and Augustus, they start feuding with each other. Okay, well now it's this reverse of Julius Caesar versus Pompey. Well, Pompey dies, Julius Caesar takes hold, Julius Caesar's gone, these two guys come up, they take everyone out. Now it's them butting heads. So Mark Antony eventually has to go to Alexandria. He's got this marriage, he has 2 kids with Cleopatra. But eventually
the
dog,
low, like the bass in your audio.
Augustus is just a great, amazing story. But I'm not really a Roman historian, but it's this. Just think about like.
We're not really a history podcast.
Yeah, I know. But
so you're in the perfect place.
Yeah. But essentially, think about this. Think about this young kid who is kind of growing up in the shadow of Julius Caesar, who sees this wild Game of Thrones being played in Rome, where politics is literally life and death. Like, if you're on the wrong side of the political spectrum, you will be assassinated. And you're so smart, and you're so cunning, and the right things happen in your life, and you make the right choices, and you don't have this like arrogant bravado that Julius Caesar has, and you're able to you're like calculating every move of all your political rivals, and then you win, and you win big, and you're the greatest emperor that Rome ever had. When Alexander came down to Egypt, he was going to bring Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Yeah, he's going to bring Cleopatra and Mark Antony back to essentially show them off in a parade in Rome. And the idea is that he presented it in such a way where it's like, oh, we're going to show the unification of our two lands, but really he was going to have them assassinated. He was going to parade them around Rome and show
Augustus
Augustus was going to have Cleopatra and Mark Antony assassinated, and at least that's what Cleopatra and Mark Antony suspected. And so ultimately, Cleopatra and Mark Antony, they commit suicide because they know what's going to happen to them. And so they have this Romeo Juliet.
I do not like Tula.
Yeah. So all of a sudden,
and the way they kill themselves is crazy.
It's
contested whether or not it really happened.
Give me the fun version.
Yeah. So the romantic story is that Mark Antony is told. I believe he's told that Cleopatra has committed suicide, and he's so heartbroken by that.
Love, peace, and chicken grease, fat bitches from the east, waiting for the dinner. Chicken winner.
He gets pulled up onto her bed, and she's like basically holding him as he's dying in her arms, like bleeding all over her bed. You can just imagine this. And she's so distraught, and she knows what's going to happen. She can't run. She has no, she can't do anything. And so the story is she has an asp, which is like a very venomous Egyptian snake, and bites her on the wrist, and then she dies. And probably not how she actually killed herself, but they killed themselves in the presence of each other and died together, like Romeo and Juliet.
By a viper, like chewing on your neck.
And Augustus.
And this, when is Romeo and Juliet? This is like
Romeo and Juliet's like 1500 years.
15 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Romeo and Juliet's like Renaissance era.
But is this kind of
maybe it is
the inspiration for that love story?
Yeah, that's why Cleopatra's really picturing with snakes and stuff. Like, like statues of her. It's like early Shakespeare.
And so Augustus knew this whole time that if I praise myself too much for the things that I've accomplished, if I rule with too much of an iron fist, I'm going to get my head cut off someday. I'm going to get assassinated. So what he does, he kind of is a classy guy. He knew that he was, at a certain point, he knew he was emperor of Rome, but he would never actually call himself that. I think he would call him like first citizen or something, like the first citizen of Rome or something like that. But classy enough
when you're strong, appear weak. When you're weak, appear strong.
Yeah, and he allowed Cleopatra and Mark Antony to be buried in Egypt and honored, and he gave the Egyptian people, I believe, a year to mourn the dead pharaoh, and then a year later he becomes crowned pharaoh of Egypt. But really, he's like the emperor of Rome now, and so he returns back. And essentially for the rest of his life, he plays his cards. And, one of the deadliest careers throughout all of history is to be emperor of Rome. Of course. As it gets, what is it, 40-something% fatality rate or 60%?
Die of old age. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
So he is Caesar Augustus.
Caesar Augustus, yeah. But Octavian. That's
Octavian. Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's a crazy story. And, and so that's kind of the thing that's amazing about Alexandria. It's just so when he's in Alexandria,
what a politician. That's some fucking next level stuff.
Yeah,
every single move could get you killed, and you're plotting that for the entirety of your life.
So he's got this stela that's erected. And I think it's called.
What does that mean?
A stela is like a billboard, sort of. It's like maybe it's the size of this wall right here. It's written in stone. It's meant to be read for all of eternity. And he's got this stela that basically says something along the line.
There is a pretty big story that's unfolding in the NFL right now with a very famous reporter named Diana Rossini, formerly of SportsCenter fame. Now she's with The Athletic, and she was seen getting real close and comfy with Mike Vrabel, the Patriots head coach, at a resort. There's quite
Why is it taking so long?
Holding hands, hugging, lounging by the pool in the hot tub, just the two of them. And this is causing quite a stir because Mike Vrabel...
Are there really that little people in this pool? There it goes, finally connecting.
And the evidence provided highlighted here is causing a divide, with some claiming that this
Come
is
on, I'm trying to get some
cheating,
battles
others
into
saying, no,
this.
this isn't scandalous. This is actually just normal business etiquette. She's just there trying to get the scoop, and this is just all above board professionalism. It's some spicy,
Oh, and this isn't gonna go
I really
through.
want to go over it, so I'm going to show you everything. Real quick, though, I want to make a mention of something that people keep bringing up on stream, so I'm just going to talk about it real quick in this video. There is a Spotify page called Penguin Z0. There's also one for Moist Critical Gaming, and people have stumbled upon it, and a lot of people believe that this is some bad actor nefariously re-uploading all of my shit over there. I just want to make it clear, it's me. Well, actually, Aaron. Aaron was the one that's just been uploading on Spotify, now it's another friend of ours that does it, but it is actually us doing that because there's no reason not to do that, especially because of that exploit I talked about a while ago, where there were some bad actors that would re-upload people's audio clips to Spotify in order to copyright claim their actual YouTube videos. So about a year ago, we tried to just get ahead of that when that was starting to pop off, and we just started uploading my full videos over there. So don't panic.
Oh, wow.
Anything sketchy. It's just us uploading all the content over there just for the sake of safety, and again, there's really no reason not to. So I guess also shouting out to Spotify here, if you have Spotify and prefer to watch or listen to things over there, videos are available there too. Anyway, let's now dive into the spaghetti and the meatballs here. Diana and Mike were spotted at a luxury hotel a couple weekends ago, and they spent quite a bit of time together, so here's a picture of them holding hands, and then here's them hugging.
I've mistrusted you since Team, but I kept it to myself.
That's your problem. You keep to yourself. It's why no one will find your body.
This will hurt. Neutralize. Full power. I'm here. Now.
That's it.
Stand aside.
Get to safety. Back off.
I cannot forgive your actions.
This will hurt. Full power.
Watch your head.
This will hurt. Yes, yes.
Outstanding. Surprise! Did I just hear your back crack? Hey there.
They're mine.
Outstanding.
You guys are fucking dead!
Yes, yes.
Impressive. Hey there.
Stand aside.
Hey there.
Need a hand?
They're mine. Next time, I demand to fight your father.
Fire Q wins.
I don't want to do this, not with how long we've known each other.
You're right. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Back off.
Jumping in here.
Now,
Here I am.
Back off. Take this. Got your back.
You cannot penetrate my suit. They're mine. I am not here.
Hey there!
Need a hand?
Stand aside.
Hey there!
Move.
Go find glory somewhere else.
Too weak to live.
I got it! Nice try! Hey there! I should never have teamed up with you! Wait up! Sorry about that, you super handsome guy.
Player 2 wins. Get ready.
I love you, Eve. If you try to stop me, I'm not holding back.
Bring it, you sappy little asshole. Get to safety.
Hey there!
Stand aside.
Explosive.
Tag you're in.
Hey there!
Got your back.
Breaker.
Bring in the heat.
Take this. Take this.
Come in it.
Take this.
They're mine. Oh, that's They're mine.
Elite.
Need a hand?
We're not getting back together, are we?
Going up.
Raise me.
Might want to look up.
You need to get a hobby, dude.
Too weak to live. Consider this mercy.
Great dodge, sucker!
Useless.
Rude!
Got your back. Stay down and I won't tell your girlfriend I beat you.
Player 2 wins.
I love you, Eve. If you try to stop me, I'm not holding back.
Bring it, you sappy little asshole. Going up.
Stay down.
Sweet!
Breaker.
Stand aside.
Hey there!
Got your back.
They're mine. This will only make me fight harder.
Coming at you! Quit it! Roll out the Rex carpet! Dodge, sucker! Heroic!
Need a hand?
You!
That's it?
Great! Dodge, sucker! Hold ya!
Got your back.
Poke! I never liked the color pink. Bring in the heat!
Take this!
Heads up! Coming at you!
They were weak. I will not be. Too weak to live.
Bring in the heat! Roll out the Rex carpet! Wow! So embarrassing for you!
Eve, stop this now, or I'll stop you any way I can.
Get it through your thick skull. I'm not giving in. I'd rather die. Take this! Take this! Take this!
Hey there! Hey there!
Get to safety.
Legendary!
I know we have a history, but I gotta do this!
Going up!
Careful!
Okay, that's stuck.
Got something for you! Eat it, jerkwad! Woohoo!
Take this!
Here we go!
Back off!
They're mine.
Hey there!
Got you covered.
Hey there! Tag, you're it! Ow!
Got your back.
Careful!
Take this!
Stand aside.
Hey there!
Need a hand? Back off!
Stand aside.
I should never have teamed up with you! Come on! Nice try!
Too weak to live.
Rude!
Consider this mercy. Ha! A Unobin could never best me.
Player 2 wins. Get ready.
Take a hint. Mark doesn't want to get Burger Mart with you. Stop asking.
Mark is just a very busy dude, and you of all people should respect that.
Going up.
Yes, yes! Coming in!
Take this. Take this.
Stand aside. We ain't finished yet, asshole.
Fascinating.
Did I just hear your back crack? Hey there!
Got your back.
That's nothing to me.
They're mine.
Surprise! Ground punch! Surprise!
This is it.
We need to talk. Stop being such a douchebag! They have those here, right?
I cannot forgive your actions.
Full power. Impressive! Come on, nice! Surprise! Surprise! Great!
My plan was not to hurt you. But I come prepared for any contingencies.
This will only make me fight harder. They were weak. I will not be.
Now. Please don't do it.
Got your back. Back off.
Stand aside.
Need a hand? Back off.
Move. Fool.
Got your back. I hope they melt you down for scrap. Take a hint. Mark doesn't want to get Burger Mart with you. Stop asking.
Mark is just a very busy dude, and you of all people should respect that.
Fascinating.
Stand aside.
Got your back.
Wait up! Hey there!
Stand aside.
Hey there!
All right, move. Come to me. Don't mess with the Guardians.
Surprise!
Now.
Hey there! Surprise! Hey there!
They're mine.
Wait up! Hey there!
I got this.
Stop this. I warned you.
Might want to look up. Might want to look up. All right, coming through. I'll heal.
This will hurt.
Constructs don't look too strong to me. Nothing to me. Stand aside.
Hey there!
Need a hand? Back off. Might want to look up. The rest of the team's really been carrying you, huh?
show won't stop one Viltrumite, let alone an army.
I'm gonna send you back to Viltrum in a body bag. Going up. That's it. Take this.
Hey there!
Get to safety. Back off.
Stand aside.
Need a hand? Back off. My patience wears thin. Come to me, Unopin. Blade! Predictable! Too easy!
Come here, you! Dodge, sucker! Elite! Surprise! Dodge, sucker! Hold ya! Impressive! Great! Surprise!
Useless!
You'll have to do better than that.
Got your back. Need a hand? Might want to look up. You desire to fight a Viltrumite?
Too weak to live.
Predictable! 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 No surviving this!
Enjoy.
Get to safety! Back off!
Move.
Got your back!
At last.
All right, coming through! Might want to look up! Predictable! Got it covered!
I admit the braid made this fun.
you did to Mark, to Chicago? I've been picturing this for a long time.
Too bad you won't live to see it.
You caught me just as I was about to take a shit. I'll be right back.
Are you still there? Thank y'all for tuning in. We're still knocking out the basics.
No, man, you know I got the down now. Just like the crew, dude. Like, I'm getting so much shit down. I'm gonna do automatic no more. I need manual in my life, bro. You know, driving stick shit in real life? No, man. No, he's not even here. I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh my God. Motherfucker, you're going in, you're driving in the trees. What do you mean? Sure, pal. Look at that. In the fucking mom wagon? I'm out of here. You just put a, you can't put a fucking Need for Speed wing on that and then it's cool. Motherfucker bought the car on offer up. Either. Where's my Gatorade? Powerade. Oh, I'm 1,300 now, bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hate to give you the satisfaction, but
I switched out Alan? I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, yes.
I've never been so disappointed in someone. Directed to Mark, to Chicago. I've been picturing this for a long time.
Then you won't live to see it.
Damn, I messed up. I was still alive too. I was scratching my leg. I could have won. I'm so mad I dropped Alan, dude. How did I even not see that? Damn, I did it again.
it's all hogwash. Which, again, comes out of nowhere because I hadn't heard those claims come up in months. This has been something the mainstream media has been radio silent on, crickets. So this just came out of nowhere and once again puts it right in people's noodle, brings it, right up front and center, which is great. I mean, actually, it's really wonderful that she decided to start talking about Epstein again in this way, because now, once again, it will remind people of the blatant corruption and the evil, the heinous acts that are being covered up here from this administration. It really is so wild, because this was not being discussed all that openly. I do know now, as a result of this, that some email has been shared about her emailing with Epstein and Maxwell or something to that effect. It's something she also talks about in this, so I guess that's probably the catalyst that made her want to do this. But it was something that people weren't really talking about until she brought it up. It's like if I go into a crowded theater and I say, all right, everyone, listen up. I just want to make it clear I did not shit my pants. And I don't want anyone here to think that I did. All right. Now that that's out of the way,
Right, boys, we fired 500 on a single-handed blackjack in my card, all thanks to Lines.com. Let's get it.
Hey, carry on. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, we weren't even really, thinking about that, but now that you've mentioned it, it makes us think that you might have doo-doo. Like, did you poop your pants? I what's bringing this up here?
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Cambridge.
Just ignore the numerous photos of Melania with Trump and with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. I mean, they're right there at your fingertips. Don't look them up. Clearly, she didn't have a relationship, a friendly relationship with Epstein and Maxwell. She just photographed with them multiple times, that's all, I find it a little hard to believe that they weren't friends or close in some capacity. Jiminy Christmas, again, the director of her documentary that just came out is Brett Ratner, who is in the Epstein files. I imagine they probably met through Epstein. I mean, that's just a hunch. I don't know that for sure, but that's quite a quinky-dink, don't you think? I feel like she doesn't do a good job of, actually convincing people that there's no, connection between her and Epstein and Maxwell, and they weren't friends. Because it flies in the face of what your eyes can see. The photos, the emails that just came out. There's plenty of things to suggest they were friendly at the very least. Maybe she wasn't an Epstein victim per se, but it does seem like she was a pal to Maxwell and Epstein.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell.
Why are all the connections so bad?
Cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a tribal note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania.
Nice, big shout out for her book, that's huge. I'm surprised she also didn't make a mention of the documentary or her cryptocurrency Melania coin. This was a great opportunity for her to shout out the shit coin. What the fuck? She missed a huge marketing opportunity, but at least she got to name drop the book, so everyone can go pick that puppy up. I know everyone's really biting at their nails, just salivating, waiting to get their hands on more Melania content, and luckily she addresses that while talking about Epstein. And I like how she uses that as evidence, nope, this can't be true about meeting Trump through Epstein, because if you read my book, I actually documented the first time we met And you know you can't lie when writing a book. Like, it's 100% truthful. It's gotta be. It's a book. You can't make shit up there. Like, what the fuck? That's not evidence. I have no idea if she had trouble with Epstein or the parties there or whatever. I don't know. But it's not like this shuts anything down. Again, this only makes people think that there is a more deep connection here between Melania and Epstein than previously thought. Like, before, it was just rumors and, like, potential explanations and theories. But her coming forward, once again, just adds more fuel to that fire, because she doesn't actually really prove anything at all. She just, once again, reminds people of it. And I imagine a lot of people that were watching this didn't even know that Melania had so many photographs and stuff with Epstein and Maxwell, or had, like, the emails with Maxwell. Like, I bet this actually put it on people's radar. And like I said, this really doesn't come out of nowhere, because it's not like Epstein was a huge topic at the moment. With everything else going on, pretty much no one was talking about Epstein until she brought it up here. Which, I mean, again, I think it's great that people are reminded of it, because it's a huge fucking problem. It is extremely important, and there is still no justice even being pursued.
Holy crap,
I am glad
dude.
to see more people talking about it again. I am just really shocked to see how this happened. I would have never predicted something like this to go down here. And like I said at the beginning, she does have like a whole minute and a half worth at the end of her press conference here dedicated to talking about how important it is, and how Epstein wasn't working alone, and how there still needs to be justice, and that these survivors need to be heard. We need to get more information. That's huge, and that is correct. We do need that. So hopefully we can start moving in that direction. I mean, the First Lady has now just made a